Let's fix this issue. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's see if I can build a cabinet for this that will serve as storage as well as a support for the rip fence. Since this one is longer and significantly heavier than what came with the saw. Part of this cabinet is going to be permanently built and temporarily built. With the knowledge that I am going to be moving, there are some things that I need to make permanent just for stability, and some portions of it that need to be able to be changed once I do move and get my shop set back up in a different location. One of the challenges that I am having with my channel right now is the place that I'm renting is a house that has been split between the upstairs and downstairs. With my landlord and his parents living downstairs, the house is not exactly set up to be a rental, in the sense that there is no sound barrier between the two floors. So everything that's going on downstairs, I have to be able to work around and plan for when I do my videos, when I do the voiceover, and hopefully be able to catch the time when they are both at work and when I know that I'm not going to have sound transferring from downstairs to upstairs. Unfortunately, where my office is and where I do all of my voiceover work is also over what they have turned into the kitchen and part of the living room. So every time they're watching TV, cooking, the sound from that comes through very clearly. While I am grateful that I have a place that I can be able to rent where I have my workshop, I can run my business out of it. They allowed me to keep my cats with pet rent. There are definitely some downsides to renting, and I very much look forward to owning my own place again and getting things set up for more in the long term. So if my videos seem to be a little bit hit and miss, right now I'm timing it about every 3 weeks. You'll have a better understanding why, and I appreciate your patience with my schedule being adjusted for when I put the videos together and release them. Because the floor is severely uneven, I'm sure if you're paying attention, you can see the plywood that is sitting up underneath the rails for the rip fence. The front, I needed an additional 1/4 inch to raise it. The back, I need an additional 3/4 inch just to keep everything level and be able to have the feet on the table saw set properly so that it has full support. Now I'm working on a temporary top that will help to keep the rails in line as well as provide storage space that I need. Again, I didn't show the drawers being built. I just didn't think you guys really needed to see that again. And you'll see what I've got put together here in a couple minutes. But now I'm getting the poplar cut down and using that for the face framing. And I will figure out how I'm going to finish this a little bit later.
here's where I'm at this point. This space up in the top, I'm going to be adding a lighting shelf so that I can use that for cut lists and just a workspace or something while I'm preparing stuff on the table saw. But this gives me the storage that I need for table saw blades. Obviously, my miter bar has a good place to hang it so that I'm not trying to figure out where I'm going to place it when I'm not using it. I've got storage container up here for my throw plates. My the screwdriver for the miter bar just keeps everything out of the way. Hopefully it'll keep it a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer. And then this gives me different storage that I will eventually need, as well as parts for my table saw that I may not be using right now, and my push stick, my push pad. And then this, yes, it is ugly, but I wanted to make sure this was going to work, which I believe it will. I'll get something that looks a little bit nicer, rebuilt a little bit later, but right now that's not safe. The important thing is I have a place to store my blades. Yeah, I don't have to worry about dropping on the floor and knocking any teeth out of this. Also gives me storage compartments for my jigs, my elephants, as well as the router jigs that I have. So this should actually work. The top is not permanently attached. That way, when I do move and get set up at the new house, probably about 6 or 8 months from now, I can be able to redo this once everything is re-leveled. And I know for sure this is how I want it to be, but this also provides the necessary support so that I don't have to worry about my table saw tipping when I break down plywood now. So that probably should be completely negated and taken away. And this still allows for proper support so that I can run the fence all the way down and have the space that I need. And you can see I still have access for dust collection. I still need to get a different connector for that, for the quick connect. And I'm looking at different solutions for that. But at this point, this is where I'm at. This may not work for everybody, but I believe this is going to work for me. And we'll see over time if I need to change it. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully this helps you with some ideas on your end. And I would greatly appreciate it if you would help to like, share, and subscribe to my videos and see what else I produce here in the near future. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.